research. You do what?
Research.
Research. Never let an opportunity go by again saying that you can't do it. But you can do it.
I just want to piggyback off what you said. Miss Tam talks some truth. I lied to you not. When we just did a play, it was me, Tammy, Austin, Tim. We just did a play. It was our second show. It may have been what, y'all, like 10, 15 people in the audience. I got booked for another play off of that performance. Because it doesn't matter if it's 5 people in the audience, 10 people. You got to perform like it's sold out. Because you never know who's watching you.
Yeah.
Like she said, where your next job is going to come from. So
Because it could be one person in the audience. You put on a good show. Because you don't know that could be the next casting director to put you in your next hit. So don't take this lightly. Being an actor is hard work. People think it's easy. Oh, just get up there and say some words. That's how you got to do. No, it's a whole, it's just a whole gamut to this thing. If you want to be a serious actor. If you just want to play with it, don't play with it. But I'm talking to the serious people who want to do this and get paid for a living. One living. Not 2 living, but 1 living. Okay. Anybody got any questions? All right, we're going to rock and roll this round.
Yeah. So, thank you, Ms. Sam. So, Ms. Sam is our resident acting coach. And y'all, just from that one speech, y'all know why. She'll be here hopefully every week to motivate us and get us pumped and ready for the director that's coming out. But Tammy's amazing. Thank you, Ms. Sam. Thank you. All right.
Thank y'all. See you at the top.
So today's class is about motions. Before I selected the classes that I wanted to host this session, I asked a couple of people, what they wanted help with. And I gotta give a shout out to Adam because he was one of the people that responded saying, he had issues with building his emotion. He wants to know how to, not issues with, but he wants to know how to get to that level and it be believable. Because so many times you see people on stage or acting and they go from one emotion to the next and it never built. It never got to a point where you're like, oh, that's where that emotion came from? So this class is geared towards helping everybody get to that point within their emotions. Because sometimes it may take time. Sometimes it may be instant. But you need to know how to stay within your character and still display these emotions to make people believe it. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and introduce Ms. Rosalind Gaines of the Umba Ensemble.
delve into your faces and your names, so I won't forget you, because I recruit all the time for my showcases. I think I'm one of the long-timers here on the theatrical scene here in Baltimore. I get to work with many, many different actors, from the beginning to moving into intermediate, to being all-powerful, triple threat out there, ready to claim the game like never before. So I've had all those people come through my gates. I feel blessed to have done it. So let's start. Say your name for me again.
Nicole.
Nicole.
Keisha.
Shelley Elaine. Shelley Elaine. Okay.
Charles.
All right.
Adam.
Okay.
Tim.
Tim.
Kim,
Yes. Mimi, okay. You were in one of my classes before, right? Yeah, I know you too. And who's this young lady here?
Spunky.
Spunky, okay. Yeah, I saw that name. That's a unique name, really. It's something that would be very, very memorable. So, Tammy kind of broke open the egg with you, talking about what your responsibility is as an actor on the stage. Now, I want to know, what is your greatest fear, okay, when you get on the stage? Because we're at we're asked to portray all types of characters. We find ourselves in all types of situations. What is it that would give you a pause if you were asked to do that in a scene by a director?
So far, I feel like nothing.
Nothing, okay. We'll keep watch for that. Yes. Can you repeat the question? Okay. What is your greatest fear? What would give you pause on the stage? Something that you don't feel quite confident about. Many of you have gotten to that confident level. But trust me when I say it also, there's always going to be a new experience. Okay? Why? Because you work with different directors all the time. And different directors have different things in their heads that they want to see unravel in a scene or a character build-up. Okay? So,
I'm just, well, I'm here that I'm not going to put as much energy as I'm going to see what
okay, energy.
Say, back in the house,
Okay. Would that parlay into how to use your imagination or just not knowing enough about the character?
yeah, sometimes I be needing like a second. Like sometimes I get instant with it. Sometimes I read over it something more.
Gotcha. Okay. You're not aware?
I mean, I done did it so many times now, I done broke the fed. And I rehearse it so much. Even if like if it came down to my lines, like I always used to record myself and listen to it throughout my day, so I be prepared.
Okay. Good.
Level of energy.
Energy. Okay.
I have serious nerves when it comes to stage. Let me say that. But one of my fears, I have to say, even though I do what you do, Matt, I listen and record. Sometimes I really get nervous that I may miss a line, or that one of my counterparts may miss a line, and then it's going to be hard for us to bring it back.
Gotcha. Okay.
I was gonna say the same thing.
For real?
Just
Experience,
the line, yeah.
Well, it is, 'cause
Sometimes,
people do.
you know, you're waiting for a specific line to make you remember your line, and you get lost. So it's an art to kind of bringing it back to it.
Yeah, it's called stage survival. Okay, we can talk about that, but go ahead.
I'm gonna say the same thing, still on point with lines, say something.
Okay.
I say, piggybacking off of what they say, I would say the connection, people beyond the lines, like you got to be connected to the character to understand what's going on.
Yeah.
So if you need to pull it back and actually find yourself again, because you're so aware of the connection and what the story is telling you in the movie.
I would say, I don't know, because this is my first time.
Oh, it's your first time acting?
Yes.
Welcome. It's the greatest stage. I'm telling you, it really is, because I tell everybody all the time. Felicia Rashad said, film is, kind of try to put it together like this. She'll say all the time that film is art, TV is furniture, and stage is foundation. Jump into that, okay? And one of my mentors, Lou Myers, who used to be Mr. Gaines on A Different World and all, he always used to tell me that when you have been in film, and that's kind of where you started, in film, and you built up, and you've done TV, and you try to transfer to stage right away, it takes you some time to kind of pick up, because stage is a place that keeps you on your toes. You really can look out and see if people are riding the wave with you.
Yes.
And if they're not, you have to be adept enough to switch it, because you know you're not hitting what they believe is that believability. Okay, you're not hitting that tier for them. And so it keeps you fresh on your toes. These two actors just said their greatest fear is somebody's gonna miss their line. They can't come back. You gotta know how to move through this, because if somebody's not up to par, you gotta take control, and that's why you can't only just know your lines. You've got to know everybody else's line. You've got to understand the plot so that you can move the story if they can. And trust me when I say it, you can all be good, but even the best have missed lines. You can ask singers, you can ask actors, You can ask musicians, all of them. So you've got to know your stuff. Tammy was correct. You have got to focus. You can always tell, sniff it out, of another actor who's not sure. And when you see that in rehearsals, what is your job? I'm gonna buckle down and know their lines as well as mine. You gotta sniff that stuff out early. You really do. And anybody who's been in this a long time will kind of tell you what you're working with. Because a lot of times directors take a risk on newcomers. And they can take a risk on folks who've been in the game and they've gotten rusty. Okay? So you blend all that together with somebody who's hungry and focused and all of that, and they're ready to gun ho. All right, so means, I'm trying to find this out because you have to apply that to your emotions. Emotions can ride you over sometimes. You can win over your audience, and you can make your character the one that people remember the most just by how you manipulate emotions. And we're going to talk about that. So but welcome aboard. Glad to have you here. Yes.
I'm new as well.
Okay.
I would imagine pride.
Pride.
Your pride, just giving way, making a mistake, or not being good enough,
Yeah.
getting the results that you want.
Okay, good. That's what rehearsal is for. You bust loose in rehearsal. And if you're working with a good director, they're going to tell you you're either missing the mark, or you're halfway there, or you are there. Bam! You know, and that's what I love to see. I love to see people come to the stage prepped, not lazy, and showing me some magic. Those three things gonna get me a product that people want to keep coming back to see. I don't care if it's film, stage, or TV. That applies to all of those meetings. Okay? So when you talk about pride, that is something that you're going to learn. You have to park at the door. Because it's not about you, is it? Who would it be about? The character, the story, the vision that's in that director's head, or the playwright, or the writer's head. Yeah, they know what they want, and most times they get it, but sometimes people bring something fresh from their emotions and they ride with it, right? You remember that scene with Viola Davis? She pulled that wig off?
Yeah.
That was not in the script,
Yeah.
was it?
No.
But she was going for something called authenticity. And you can't put a price on that. That is somebody using their imagination. This is who I am. We all had those moments, haven't we? Yeah, good. So welcome aboard. Okay.
I would say, I know this is a class coming up, but improv. And I say that because after learning your lines, learning the other person's line so that you don't mess up, and then maybe the director says, well, do this, but I've already studied it this way, so kind of just trying to get into, I gotta think about this really quick and do it, you know. So.
Something you'll pick up in the acting world is called multiplicity. You become, how do I want to say it? You become eccentric when you master multiplicity. You think beyond what you're supposed to do. That's how people rise. I don't do just a little bit to get by, but that's what we're going to do today in here briefly, is think about the extra. The extra hits the mark. It really does. The average keeps you there, but the extra makes a name for you. And you wind up also, people feed off of you. Each character feeds off of the other. And I'm not just saying this, people who've been in this for a while, they know what I'm talking about. When an actor sees another actor who's on par, who has set the bar, they're going back and tighten up their stuff. Okay? Because you never want to find yourself as the weak link in a scene. You don't. You know, because people are going to remember it. They're going to remember it, and actors may not tell this to you, but they want to work with the best. They do. Am I correct? They want somebody who's gonna help them shine. So extra, good, and don't be afraid of it, because it will keep you in the game on a strong platform. Yes.
So mine is pretty much two things that intertwine, which everyone has pretty much already said. So one, I have horrible stage fright. So I've been trying to like put myself in different situations like this so I can get over that. But not only that, my lines, because I grew up having seizures, so I have to work a little bit harder than other people to memorize my stuff. So I mean, I've kind of found like a little process that works for me, you know, breaking the lines down, and it seems to work for me. But just being able to get on stage and having faith in my mind to know that I do know what I'm gonna say, and I can actually bring it to the stage.
But you got something powerful that you're working with. It's called the struggle.
Yeah, the struggle's
Okay.
real.
The struggle is real, but it gets even realer on us.
And that's what I love.
A lot of
Yes.
people have to work themselves up to show the struggle. You have something that you can pull from and bring that authenticity into it in a way that is riveting for the audience. You got to
So it's
strengthen.
a struggle, but at
Yeah.
the same time, it's a power.
It
Because I
is.
can
There you
bring
go.
all of my emotions that
Yes.
I'm dealing with onto the stage.
Yeah. So you need to just,
Sit.
yeah, nestle in that, and you know you got it. Awesome.
I would have to say staying in the moment. That's one of my biggest fears, is just staying in the moment. So even if the moment has to be, is a moment that I have to like think, you know what I mean, in my character, or a moment I have to react in my character, like staying in that moment is a fear of mine. I think I do okay at it, but it's something that I struggle with on stage. You know what I mean? I'm like, all right, so you should probably say this a little bit slower, or you should calm down. Like, it's just staying in that moment and finding that correct time to, you know.
I'm glad you said that, because one of the ways to look at that, and I see this happen with actors a lot, and as soon as we move into emotion, I want to see if I see some of it. But when an actor has an emotion to exhibit that is painful, that is crushing, they jump out of it quickly. And I never understand why. It's a good place to hang on. And I always tell my actors, hang time is everything. So when you are in a scene where you have your heart broken, you are scared to death, you are at a point where you're having a breakdown, you don't jump out of that right away. You pace yourself out of it. And I have seen people break and just come out of it. Just like this, they'd be saying, you know, that Negro broke my heart. But I don't do that. Okay? Now, what happened in that moment? You cheated the audience. You cheated the film director. You just cheated.
Cheated yourself.
People want to see crumble. This is what we know. We need to know people feel just like us. I went down on the floor, and God damn, it took me some time to get back up. So you gotta be big and wide with it, and you gotta have hang time with it. That's what emotions are about. So let us jump into that. What do you think is emoting? Quick, I need 3 people. Quick, just tell me, what do you think is emoting? Somebody raise their hand and let's find out. Yes.
To demonstrate, show, fail,
Okay, good. Yes.
like you said, demonstrating emotions, but displaying it out loud so that people can see it.
Yes.
Knowing that it's okay to feel and being alright enough to be able to show it.
Very good. It is all of that. But I want to add on to it. It is doing it in an excessive theatrical manner. And what do I mean by that? It is that you are taking a combination of emotions and rolling them out in a big way. Now, you will play characters that are soft, that are low key. But at some point, at some given point in time, they'll pull that back up so people recognize what their purpose is in the play for those characters. But more times than not, all of those characters have to be large. Those emotions have to be large, okay? Also, it's all about how you cry, you laugh, you show joy, you exhibit pain. It's all of those things, everything that you say. So I want to know if you understand the purpose of emoting. And there are some real pieces that I want to kind of touch upon here quickly. One is, I think Austin just mentioned, emoting helps the audience understand. It helps the audience understand what the character is feeling on the inside at any given time. Don't write this down. I have a piece for, oh, she's already given it to you. Yeah, okay. What the character is feeling at any given time. And the reason that is a powerful statement is because people in the audience pick characters they can relate to. I don't care if you're the villain or you're the person that saves the day. Even if you save the day, you may not be the favorite character. Why? Because people love villains, right? They love the bad guy, the bad girl. They love people who put themselves out there on the ledge. It's just something that's in us. I don't know why, but we relate to people who are not afraid to give the punch. You know, that's where we learn the most from them. I mean, you have to look at the fact that when you utilize emotions and people are watching a show for whatever character that you're playing, it shows them that this character is capable of doing this. The character might have started out nice, right? But that could be deceptive. So emotions carry you into the transition of becoming what people don't even know that you're capable of. All right? The other thing is the fact that there's so many transitions that go into a show, a TV, and all of those things. You have to be willing to use emotions to give pop to those scenes. You gotta be willing to do that. And the last one, well, the last two is to move the plot forward. Nothing happens in a web series, in a stage play, in a film, unless what? There's emotion that moves the plot forward. You robbing somebody, I gotta see something happen, big, boom, right? You are backstabbing somebody, you gotta show me something. I'm grinning at people as soon as their door shut, she must be out of her damn mind. You know, that kind of thing, I gotta see that going on, all right? And the other thing is, emotions will help a director see the stretch of your acting chops. Emotions will help a director see the stretch of your acting chops. So many people will say what Danny was talking about earlier. This is not me. I don't do that. That's why I asked you what was your greatest fear on the stage. Because when you come to an audition, when you come to, you've been cast in a play, we don't want to hear about you. We don't. If directors are honest, some may not tell you that, but I can tell you that. I really don't want to hear about you. I know about you. I did that as a part of auditioning you and asking you questions, right? But what I want to know is, where can you take the story? How can you make the plot blow up? And what is underneath your skin that would allow you to be many different things at any given time? That's what we want to know. So, now that we know what emoting is and why it's necessary, let's look at the types of feelings that people have to demonstrate on stage. I've given you a couple of pages of those, but you don't need that. You need to tell me from your experience what you have been able to do on the stage. What are the best emotions that you have mastered today? Very good. Let's look for that, because we have some exercises coming up that's gonna take us there. Chaz? Hmm?
I'm sorry.
Angst.
Okay, angst. Give me it.
Ava.
Anger, very good. Anger? Same thing? You know, when I hear people all say, well, I'm angry, then I really don't want you to be angry again. I want you to be the opposite. Because that's what express you. That's hard for you. It used to be all the time. I'm a very strong actress. And it's easy for me to play hard, strong, and out there kind of characters. And then when I had to switch, I learned very early. I don't know, it's like I got to calm the lion down to play a soft kind of character. You know, but then I realized, what if I master that? And I'm really having a breakthrough as an actor, because I can do it all now. So the area that you are the strongest in, you embrace it and you love it, but you need to be developing yourself in other areas that you're not. Some of you probably are not good in comedy. You need to embrace it though, because sometimes the best shows take your characters in transition where they laugh a little and then they plot a lot, okay? So we need to make sure we understand that. But let's talk about some of these feelings. You've got anger. You've got people who are, because Shakespeare is very, very good at, his plays are very, very good at showing people who are one way and then they're not. To thine own self be true. I am not what I say I am. Okay, all of that stuff. So you need to master being able to demonstrate what is your weak links and build on it. Okay, you're angry, you can show anger real good, and show me somebody who's begging for mercy. Show me the stretch of your acting chops with that. Hello? Okay, yeah, I'm hitting some nerves here. Okay, so you have 3 pages of the types of feelings that we need to be able to demonstrate up here on stage. You can go from the whole thing of being angry and negative to positive and happy and in between of feeling frustrated and confused and, you know, you're not knowing what to do. So given that, I now want to see the stretch of your acting chops. When it comes to emotion, I'm going to break you into groups of, I have 7 scenarios. And so we need to,
Probably twos.
yeah, 2.
14
Okay, let's break them into 2. So I gave them to you. Find a partner right now. Find a partner. Yeah, I gave them to you. Now, the key for this exercise is this. I don't really want you to think a whole lot about it. Because when people start putting a whole lot of thought into things, this is called spontaneity. When you start putting a whole lot of thinking into it and you mess it up. I need you to be able to, yeah, they don't get one. Raise your hands, let me see your partners. Who's your partner? Okay, so these are, you're not, just let me take, here. Yeah. And let's see what can come up with.
You an awesome.
Tammy, you need a chair up here.
You need a chair up here.
Oh, yeah, I got you. Yep.
All right, Tammy knows how to work smart. Love it. I hear some people laughing and all. Yeah, we ready to do some real work. We're gonna do some real work up here, okay? Yeah. All right. So, one of the things that, before you go into this, you know, you've got your scenarios, put them down for a minute. One of the things that a good teacher always does is to model it for you so that you see what it looks like. And then you're to jump right into it. Oh boy, I love these smirks on these faces. They read these scenarios and they're like, yeah, because it's gonna push you to do some stuff. We'll critique after each one. So here's our scenario. You'll have to guess at what's going on, and you will have to pay attention to what emotions are being displayed.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
Do you have any extra ones when your model can get in?
For
Extra
what?
scenario. Go ahead.
You need that. You need that. You need that.
No, your partner has it, so somebody else, two other people can do it. Yeah, one can do it, that's the same thing.
Oh, that's the same one?
Yeah, but two people can do the same one.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah. Oh, all right. Yes. All right, so, pay attention.
We'll actually see it. That's like,
All right, so pay attention to what emotions are displayed in the brief time that we're going to do it. We will stop at any given moment. This is just to give you a flavor of what you need to be doing with your scenario. Everybody on board? Okay.
But I don't see why you so angry. It's not my fault that mother loved me everything. I would think that the way you treated her, I would think that you would have expected not to receive anything from the will.
You've always been nothing but a weak leash, hanging on her mom, thinking she was gonna give you the best of everything.